Now we're going to move on to statutory payments. We've got maternity pay. Adoption, did somebody say? Correct. We've got paternity pay, we've got adoption pay, and we've got sick pay. That is your 4 statutory payments that you have to pay to your employees. That's the minimum requirement. So statutory maternity pay. Now, maternity pay is quite in depth, but we're only going to cover the basics today. SMP was introduced to payroll from April 1987. Let's look at the criteria the employee must meet before SMP is payable to them. She must be employed by the company for 26 weeks up to and including her qualifying week. Now, SMP is quite jargony, so I'll try and keep it as simple as possible for you. She must at least earn the lower earnings threshold, which is £112 this tax year. She must present a MAP B1 or medical evidence to her employee, but it can't be issued any more than 20 weeks before the week of confinement. Once you've got the MAP B1, you'll be able to work out her average earnings, as the MAP B1 details the date of which the baby's due, and this date is used to work out any pay periods you'll need to take into account when working out the average earnings. Average earnings are based on 8 weeks before her qualifying week, or 2 months' pay if monthly paid. Let's do a quick calculation based on the employee's gross pay per month. She earns £2,500 a month, and it's the same every month. So, the baby's due on the 18th of September. Her qualifying weeks are the 5th to the 11th of June. Her salary for April and May is £2,500 per month. So to work out the average, you take the 2 months, 250, 2,500 plus 2,500 equals 5,000. You times that by 6 to annualise it. So if this employee was weekly paid, you would have 8 weeks worth of pay up there, not just the two months. And then you would times it by 52. So you annualise it to get the 30,000 per year. You divide it by 52 because SMP is payable in weeks, which gives you an average of £576.923. You don't round down yet. It is important that when you do SMP, you do not round down at this stage. Therefore, you take the 576.923, you times it by 90% because the statutory rules say she's entitled to 90% of her average earnings over that period. At this stage, you round it down. And 90% of that equals £519.23, which gives her the average statutory maternity for the first 6 weeks. So she will get this amount of pay for the first 6 weeks, and then it drops to £139.58 for the following 33 weeks, giving her paid maternity pay for a total of 39 weeks. Now, the employer can actually claim back 92% of the statutory amount paid. However, if the employer is classed as a small employer, which means their NI liability is no more than £45,000 a year, they can actually claim 100% of that plus 3% compensation back from their HMRC liability each month. So again, for small employers, it can be quite costly to have somebody out on maternity.